Hey everyone, this is Artie Astor with another episode of Tidal Waves. It's a Saturday morning, it's early, I'm having guests coming over today, so what I did was got up to get stuff ready. I had my garnishes for the chili ready, I have 2 bowls of chili, I have the banana bread that I made. I, today, have the privilege of saying that I'm going to feed about 15 to 20 people, which is really nice. I'm excited about it. Um, yeah, so that's why I got up early. But now that I'm taking a break from the food preparation and I want to listen to some music, I want to do a little bit of promoting of some people that I found on Tidal. Most of the people that I present on this show, I find on Threads. And for those who don't know, Threads is kind of Meta's answer to Twitter. A lot of people are leaving Twitter for various reasons, some political, some religious, some just because it's Twitter. Um, I will say this: Threads is like any other social media, and it's filled with people promoting themselves and trying to start fights with other people. People posting things that are toxic and baity, so that people argue, and then they argue back, and then they start this big fight. Next thing you know, all Threads knows is, hey, so and so has a lot of engagement, but it's a bunch of people calling the person names and disagreeing with them, and it's this big fight. But their following grows because of the fact that the algorithm thinks that this person is an influencer, and they are influencing people. They're influencing people to want to hate them. Threads has that just like any other social media platform. What's the difference? Why do I like Threads so much? Because I don't know if it's the algorithm. I don't know if it's just the type of person who has gone to Threads. I can go on Threads and go through a timeline, and if I read 30 posts, 26 of them are about music, and they're from producers and musicians and everything. And although I don't agree with everybody's comments, and I've gotten myself in the trap when someone says something, I've commented, and then next thing you know, there's like a online argument that no one wins. No one ever wins an online argument. So I usually just end it by either sending them a gif of a raccoon or trying to switch it up on them and trying to turn something positive out of it, because no one wins, and then you walk away feeling crappy about yourself. And that's something that I've noticed about social media is you say anything to win the fight. Okay, I won this argument, I showed that person, and whoever's reading this thread is going to agree that I got the best last word. But then, even though you feel like in your head at that second that you won something, you shut off the computer, you walk away, you feel like a piece of crap because you just did what you could to make yourself look good and intelligent and witty, and to make someone else look like they're they're less than, or that they deserve to be viewed in a negative light. You've essentially done to somebody else what it is that makes you hate social media. So I don't know. All this crap and nonsense is going to be in the long version on YouTube, anyways. I don't have time to put all this on the actual show on Threads because Threads only gives you 5 minutes. So essentially, Threads is becoming the trailer to the real episode of Tidal Waves. Um, Tidal Waves is a show that I do where I go in, I look for people's music, mostly indie artists, listen to it. It's not a true analysis. If someone wants a true analysis of a song, including things that you think that you should work on or whatever, I don't know if I'm the guy to engage for that. I'm not a professional producer. I'm not a professional musician. I consider myself capable because I've been doing music since I'm 48 now. I've been doing music and writing music since I was 10. So 38 years of music creativity and what have you. I, I've never done it on a professional level. Sorry, I just woke up and my allergies are really bad when I first wake up. But it's a show where I go in and listen to someone's music, and I only look for things that I find that are noteworthy and different and nice and positive, because of the fact that who am I to say to someone, hey, your hi hat is too loud? Or, you know, and this happens a lot too. I will listen to a song and I will think to myself, well, I wouldn't do the percussion that way, or I wouldn't have added that organ sound. But then I remember how I feel when people comment on my songs and say, that organ sounds bad, you know? And it's like, why would I make someone else feel that way? Especially because I'm not a professional, and my opinion, it really doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't really mean anything. So I try to keep things positive on this show, and that might be one reason why it won't have a lot of success. The shows that have a lot of success are people who stir the pot, and I don't feel like doing that unless it's a pot full of chili, and then I'll stir it all day and then eat some with like some bacon bits and cheese, and dip some French bread in it. Ooh, I'm hungry now, and it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. What time is it? I don't know, because I don't have a clock around here. Okay. So anyways, I was going through this post that I put on Threads. I came across King Triumph. Great name, by the way, for an artist. And here's the song, The First Day After. Let's give it a listen. Sounds like it's in a major key. Ooh. Is it the bass and guitar? Oh. Double tracked. Shaved my head. What you said. Oh, this is good. Wow, great use of studio space. I like that lyric. Oh, that's nice. I like that. So right away, I'm gonna, if you want to listen to the song, you can listen to it without my interruptions at a later time. But I like right away how the engineering is really nice. I like the you're not necessarily harmonizing with yourself, but you're using like dual vocal tracks. I think that's really nice. It gives a feeling in a song when the lyrics start, when the vocals start, and it's more than one vocal track. I don't know. I can't find the right word to explain it, but it gives a nice feeling, And then when you, just before the chorus, you climb up the scale, but as you're climbing, you're going from the left ear to the right ear, and then it just sucks back, and then the chorus kind of comes in and hits you. And I like that. That's a really nice build up to the chorus. I for some reason, I just really like that. Oh, come on. And then you just pull back. So stopping this busy chorus and then just sucking it back and then coming in soft with essentially the instrumentation and the music that you had in the beginning of the song, and then starting off your verses again after the chorus in a soft way it's so nice. It's such a dichotomy. It's from what we were just listening to, and I like that. I think that it's stuff like that in music that makes someone stop to listen.
They're staring at me, pointing and laughing.
Great vocal work.
depressed and cliche, and absorbed in your guilty will. So
I
much
like this.
for self-esteem. I'm wasting your time. Smoke my head high. I'm nursing my youth. I deny the truth. I'm wasting my time. Getting high.
Did the song just stop? Might have been my system.
The first day after the last one's disaster, I shaved my head to begin again.
And then it ends on a verse. Oh, and then something else starts. Everything's fine. Ooh. I like this too. Ooh. I like that. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm not gonna do more than one song. Even though I was liking what I was hearing, I liked the sounds or the effects. It was almost like a wind going on in the right ear, but that's a different song. Anyways, that was the song. I don't know that's the thing. What did I just listen to? The first day after. There it is. Okay, so it does give me my history. So that was the song "First Day After" by King Triumph. So I mean, the songwriting was nice. The songwriting was really good. The engineering I thought was top notch. I was really amazed by the use of vocals. Not only the control of the vocals, but I just liked the arrangement of the vocals and the multiple tracks. And although I couldn't fully understand what was being said, but there was a point where two things were being said at once. There was like a chorus being sung, and then something else being almost like sung spoken in a different ear, and so there was like this dual message. Although I was trying to pay attention to make it out, I'll have to go back and listen again. But I think that's a nice effect too, when you're singing something, but then there's other words being said somewhere else. And the engineering was nice and crisp, so you didn't have a lot. There wasn't like a lot of blending of sounds. You could fully distinguish and hear all the sounds, and I like that, especially when you have a lot going on. You want to be able to identify with a change. You want to be able to listen to it, especially in a song like this where it's kind of inviting you. It's inviting you to say, it's basically saying to you, I'm different. And I'm different because I'm arranging the song this way, and I'm doing things this way, and I'm playing the keyboard this way, and the vocals are this way. So when the song is that different and it's coming at you saying, check out how I am, you want to be able to clearly hear all the changes and to clearly hear everything. And that's all in the engineering. And you nailed it there. I'm going to come out and say that the thing that really struck me was the way the vocals were mixed. The way the vocals were mixed into the song really kind of struck me. It was nice. Although the next song that started too, "Everything's Fine," was very inviting, and I want to go back and listen to that and see what that song's like. But everything was really nice. You did an excellent job with that. It's weird because I never cease being amazed by how many good musicians and producers and artists are out there creating music. And I don't want to, I try to keep things positive on this show, but I will say this. There's a gigantic chance none of this music I listen to, none of this, none of anything I've ever done on any of the past episodes, nor any of my own music, there is a tremendously gigantic chance that none of it is going to make it somewhere so that we can quit our jobs and do music. for a living. The music industry, I believe, has changed tremendously, and it's very hard to get noticed. And I believe that you have to have something marketable in order for a label to say, we will invest in you. I mean, I've literally seen men and women who are photogenic, they're very attractive, they're super talented, and they're out there working their day job, and they've been on TV shows, they've been televised, they've even worked with some famous cats out in the music biz, but they just don't find a spot in the music world anymore. Nowadays, it's almost like if you play guitar and you're young and pretty, well, then why don't you do that? Why don't you make YouTube videos of you dressed in sexy clothing playing Dire Straits? And then, wow, look, 3 million views. And you get monetized that way, and you even get free gear. People will send you guitars and amplifiers and things like that. I feel like that is kind of where the music industry is going. Or you do a show like this, but you're good at it. You get success, but you kind of have to be a jerk too, like Steve Terryberry, who essentially makes fun of everybody that he listens to and cuts everybody down and just looks at the mistakes that people make and kind of takes a little bit away from the magic that music can create. And he's got millions of followers. So I feel like, part of me is it's a little melancholic, I guess, doing a show like this, because I believe in my heart that none of this is going anywhere. And this that I'm doing right now is probably the best that I could do to even get some positive sense out there about music, because that's it, you know. But I believe that music has been devalued in a lot of ways, and I think I'm part of it. Like I look at what is happening in the music world, and I look at myself and the fact that I try to write songs, I try to produce my own music, and then I go online and I'll play the saxophone and I'll play the, but I almost feel like I'm sucked into this mold that the world has formed when it comes to music and the actual art of music. If I really want to focus on the art of music, I would be focusing on my own creativity, my own art. I wouldn't make videos. I wouldn't go on Instagram. I wouldn't go on Threads. I wouldn't do anything. I would just focus on writing. And I've seen that in the past. There are some musicians that I've worked with, some that I've spoken to, some that I've engaged with, who stop social media almost completely. And then, next thing you know, they drop an album with some famous person, they do a tour, and now they have a team doing their Instagram for them or whatever. And I've seen that happen. So it's almost like when someone becomes professional, they're about to get into that world of only making music and getting produced and getting sponsored and everything else. When someone kind of goes into that realm, I've noticed there's usually a drop off on their social media engagement because of the fact that they are focusing more on starting a career, And then sometimes they start the career and then they're more active on social media than they were before. So I don't know. I guess I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways, yeah, that's it. This is already 19 minutes long. So go ahead, check out King Triumph. Great music. Follow him and share his music. He's on Tidal, so I'm sure he's everywhere else. And stay tuned for the next episode of Tidal Waves.